Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Nestled in the heart of Hall County, just 35 miles north of Atlanta, lies a Temple of Velocity, Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, a 2.54-mile circuit carved into 750 acres of the Georgia countryside, where 12 turns test the mettle of machines and the nerve of drivers. Home to legendary Petit Le Mans, a 10-hour endurance battle that draws global racing giants. Turn 12 is infamous, a blind downhill plunge that separates contenders from pretenders. This track has hosted everything from Formula Drift to Moto America, making it a true motorsport melting pot. Built in just 6 months in 1970 after a flood-forced Can-Am to find a new home. Immortalized in racing games, Road Atlanta lives not just in reality, but a digital adrenaline. Welcome in. This is week 11 of the Production Car Challenge SOF Top Split action. We've got a heck of a race here this evening. SOF for this one over 4,000. We've got all the heavy hitters out this week, so it should be an exciting race. Take a look at our conditions here quickly before we get into qualifying. We've got 77-degree air temp. That's going to translate to 79-degree track temp, so it's cool out there. And as you can see, we're racing in the dark. Road Atlanta does have some lighting around it, but there is some dark patches too as well that our drivers are going to have to contend with here this evening. We've got all 4 classes on track, although our Clio's only making up about 2 cars again this week, but we've got plenty of action here in the BMW, Mazda, and Toyota classes to keep us more than excited. So we're getting down to the end of the season. Some new content announced by iRacing this week. We're seeing an additional GT4 in the Ford Mustang coming. The long-awaited Aston Martin Vantage GT3 hitting the service, and the Indy NXT car. Be interesting to see how that's welcomed in, as there seems to be a bit of a logjam in the open wheel side of iRacing. A lot of cars available to race for our drivers, but that said, none of those cars have anything to do with what we're doing this evening. It's just exciting stuff to look forward to. A new track as well, the Mercedes Mexico Formula One circuit. I think it's Hermanes something. Don't quote me on that one. That's coming to the Service 2 as well next season. No doubt we'll probably see it in the Production Car Challenge. But this week, Road Atlanta is the track that we call home. On board here with Ismail Ublal, currently sitting up top of the Mazda standings with a 135.77, just ahead of Nicholas Rasputo and Nicholas Shepard. So a couple of Nicholases trying to chase down Ismail up top. In the top of the BMW field, Tom O'Gorman leading the way. Kevin Parrish, driver we see week in, week out here in the SOF races, currently sitting in second place, unable to pip Tom O'Gorman. Those two drivers separated by a few tenths, 7 tenths to be exact. Michael Janney got himself up top of the GR86 field. Just behind him, Thomas Bellman. Those two drivers as well, separated by only a couple tenths. So tight qualifying here in all of our classes. Our two Clios, Mohammed El Harry leading the way in the Clio class in the dark here. Let's go on board here with Mohammed as he's heading up through. Hold on, I lost track where we are here. Turn 6. Turn 7. Oh, he's going to call it quits. Let's see if we can hop on board here with Nicholas Shepard as he's in the same area. So head down the back straight. We get an idea of what kind of lighting conditions our drivers have to deal with here this evening. Looks like Nicholas just bringing the car back to pit road. You can see there is some lighting up and around the track, but not a whole lot for our drivers. They will have to rely on some secondary lighting from the cars around them. Keenan Simmons, currently 5th place in the GR86. It looks like this week the Mazdas are going to be quite a bit faster than the GR86s. We've seen a lot of overlap the last few laps between the Mazdas and the GR86s, but it looks like predominantly the field of Mazdas quicker than all but 3 of the GR86s, with our top 3 in Toyota class currently qualifying 8th, 9th, and 11th, just ahead of our top qualifier in the Mazda class. So see how they intermingle here this week. It was quite chaotic last week at Auto Club in Fontana, California. A new track that most of our drivers probably didn't have any experience on. So not only were they trying to learn the track, they're trying to navigate in and around with multi-class action, which can be tough at the best of times. Get onto a tight confines on a track that you're not real familiar with, and things go basically the way they went last week with a whole lot of bumping and grinding. We'll throw back to some 90s R&B there. Well, we got a moment. Let's talk about our channel sponsor here, Apex Sim Racing. We welcome them on board. They've been kind enough to provide a discount code for any of our viewers. You'll find that in the description. Use the referral link, use the discount code there, and get yourself 5% off any purchase from Apex Sim Racing. They carry wheels from SimMagic, Cube Controls, Conspit. Also carry pedals, rigs, their very own line of button boxes and accessories too as well. So pretty much anything you could possibly need for sim racing, you can find at Apex Sim Racing. We thank them, and hopefully you can find something there and be able to utilize a little bit of a discount too as well. Timing and scoring has just finished up. We'll wait for that to reset, and we'll have a quick look at our qualifying results. There we go. Tom O'Gorman going to lead the way in the BMW class. Kevin Parrish going to start to his outside. Zachary Thrasher and Riley Downey going to make up a row 3 and 4. William Lindenberg in 5th. Corey Young in 6th. Taylor Blount in 7th. Max Steady in 8th. And rounding out the BMWs, we're going to find David Lee. In Clio, our two Clios, Mohammed El Harry is going to start just ahead of Grant Turner. We head back to the GR86s, where Michael Janney taking top spot over Thomas Bellman. Nick Janney in 3rd. Christian Menzies in 4th. Keenan Simmons in 5th. Tyler Rawlinson in 6th. Chris Wett's going to start in 7th, with Scott Field 8th place in the GR86s. 9th place goes to James Logston. Jose Prume D Sr. in 10th. And William Harris going to round out the GR86 field in 11th. Nicholas Shepard going to start on pole for the Mazdas. He'll have Oliver Piacek to his outside. DJ Allison Drini in 3rd, with Ismail Ubal in 4th. Nicholas Rice-Puto in 5th. Cam Evan going to start in 6th. Michael Folds in 7th. And Giancarlo Schooler in 8th. Final couple rows, we're going to find James Newell and David Cash in 9th and 10th. Lincoln Fox, perennial driver we see here week in, week out, top split, going to start in 11th. Benjamin Foster in 12th. Nathan Nicholson in 13th. And Tom Sanders is going to round out the field. But just take a look at that for an instance. Lincoln Fox starting 11th. Only 6 tenths. I'm going to repeat that. 6 tenths separating first to 11th in our Mazda class. That's how close the qualifying was in that class. So we are in here for a treat. Just wait for a couple more drivers to grid up. Looks like they have hit the grid here now. So it's just going to be a matter of moments here before the grid starts to pull away. Tom O'Gorman, Kevin Parrish going to lead the field around. Looks like we're doing a full pace lap here. Was talking to Matt Burgess, who is a normal perennial week in, week out driver we see in the top split action, but unfortunately for him, the SOF here this week has placed him into second split, so he's wished all the drivers best of luck here in this one. But he was saying that he's done the race earlier. Cold temps, it's been tough to warm the tires up. It's going to take a couple laps, so I have to keep an eye on that, see what kind of struggles our drivers have here, and see how it works out. So Esteban, you have the SOF for the number for the Miatas. We certainly do here, Esteban. Let me pick that up there for you. There you go. The Mazda SOF in this one is 5.8K. 5.8K. You probably can't see that on the vertical stream. See, you're over on the vertical stream. If you wanted to see the horizontal stream, we have that running too as well. Just click on the channel icon and you'll see the other option for that too as well. But yeah, 5.8K SOF for the Mazdas, 3.8K for the Toyotas, 4.0 for the Clio, and 3.0 for the BMW. So high SOF races here in the PCC top split action. See how Kevin Parrish does this week. As I mentioned, normally see him week in, week out. Top split, Taylor Blount, another driver we see top split starting in 7th in the Mazdas. A lot of our, 7th in the BMWs, I should say. A lot of our Mazda drivers that we see in week in, week out. Nicholas Shepard, Michael Folds, Cam Evans. Who else? Lincoln Fox, another driver we see. Tom Sanders. So a lot of drivers we see in regular during the week, and a lot of higher SOF drivers have popped in this week too as well. So we're going to have a battle on our hands. 25 minutes of production car challenge about to get underway. Okay, a couple more corners to go. Ahead of our field, heading into turn 10A and B. Then they'll pop up the hill 11 and 12. Then we'll be getting underway here for 25 minutes action. We'll see what kind of jump that Tom O'Gorman gets on the field here. He's got a little bit of a lead over Kevin Parrish. Parrish holding back a little bit. And here they go off into turn 1. O'Gorman going to hold on to his spot. Kevin Parrish, though, getting challenged by Riley Downey early on, as Downey's already made his way around Zachary Thrasher. Parrish going to hold on to second place in behind O'Gorman. Let's head back to see our GRE6 here. Michael Janney going to get a huge jump ahead of Nick Janney in second place. I'm going to assume they're brothers, similar paint scheme, same last name. So we're going to safely assume those two are brothers. They're going to hold on to top 2 spots into turn 1. Thomas Bellarmine and Christian Menzies in behind are going to fill out the top 4. Oliver Piacik's got himself up in the top spot already ahead of Nicholas Shepard. As it looks like our Mazda field switching up very quickly here as we've got a whole lot of shaking going on. We'll see what happened there early on. It looks like something might have happened to Nathan Nicholson. But Ismail Ubal, Carlos Schooler, Tyler Rawlinson, all getting flagged for off tracks. But meanwhile, Oliver Piacik pulling away from the Mazda field here early on. He's got Nicholas Shepard trying to go in tow. DJ Alessandrini not too far back of them. Go on board here with Alessandrini, see what he's having a look at up ahead. You see those cars up ahead, the 2 Mazdas. He's trying to chase back in. Shepard tucked right up in the back of Piacik as they're making a move around the Toyota of James Longson, already making their way in through the back end of the GR86 field. Say that Nicholas Shepard going to try and go to the outside of Piacik. He's got the inside line here. Piacik going to go defensive. If Shepard can hold on to that inside, you'd have the next inside line for 11 and 12, but unfortunately he's going to fall back. Piacik going to hold on to that position up front into the Beamers. Tom O'Gorman hold on to his top spot. He's opened up almost a second now over Kevin Parrish. Riley Downey, who we saw pushing Parrish early on into the first couple corners, has fallen back a little bit. He's now got Zachary Thrasher, Max Steady, Corey Young all tucked in behind him. We'll see if Downey can hold on under the pressure from Thrasher and Steady. As you see, Taylor Blount moving up the inside of William Lindbergh. That's going to get him back his position. Lindbergh down 3 spots from where he started, so unfortunate start for William Lindbergh. He's going to try and work his way back up. He got Blount in front of him now. Young not too far down the track. Take a look back at our Toyota class. Our Janey brothers have been caught by Bellarmine and Menzies. 4-car breakaway here as they've dropped Keenan Simmons off the back now. Simmons just ahead of Chris Wett and Scott Anthony Field, but they've got that Mazda battle coming up behind them. DJ Alessandrini has now caught Nicholas Shepard and Oliver Piacic. He's taking along Nicholas Rice-Puto as well. Let's go on board here with Rice-Puto. You can see that battle up ahead. Alessandrini, the white and blue car to the right of Nicholas Shepard. There goes one of our BMWs flying through. Let's kick up the battle box here so we can see those overtaking cars. Nicholas Shepard looking up the inside of James Logston. He's going to make that move stick. Alessandrini's going to the outside. They made a sandwich out of that GR86. Everybody got through there somehow. The battle's still on though between Shepard and Alessandrini. Alessandrini has the inside line. We'll see if he's able to hold on to that position. So you have the inside into turn 1. Shepard going to try and power around the outside. If he can stay side by side up the top of the hill, he might be able to take that spot back. Alessandrini would coming in a lot shallowerly, suboptimal position. Alessandrini going to back out, allow Shepard to hold on to that position. While they've battled though, Oliver Piacic opening up a gap now. He's got almost 1.5 seconds over second place, Nicholas Shepard. He's got Chris Wetz, our GR86, in between these two drivers now. Let's head back up to that BMW battle as we got Max Steady moving around the outside of Zachary Thrasher. See if Steady can make that move stick. Dives up the inside. Oh, gets a little contact from Steady. Let's refresh our trading paints. I just realized that it's not showing us proper paint, so we'll try and get the all the fancy paint schemes that these guys are driving up on broadcast. But Downey now sees Max Steady in his rearview mirrors. Steady up 4 positions from where he qualified. Time to put some pressure on the back of Downey. Downey with the Ruxy paint scheme on a BMW. That's almost blasphemy, I'd have to say. We're going to have to fine him a few $100s for that, but let's head back to our GR86 battle. It's now a 3-car battle up front. They've dropped Christian Menendez off the back. Our 2 Janey brothers and Bellarmine pulling away. Bellarmine tight on the back of Nick Janey though. Trying to force a mistake. We'll see if Bellarmine can force a mistake out of Nick Janey. We go on board here with Thomas Bellarmine as they head down through the S's and work their way up into turn 5. Tricky section here. The GR86, it likes to pogo over some of these curves. It looks like both of these 2 drivers were focusing on able to get through. Michael Janey looked like he got through fairly clean too as well. So see if Bellarmine can close that gap. But right now our Janey brothers up front. So have a look back here from Michael Janey, see what he's got going on in his mirrors. And fairly tame there for now. Let's head back to the Mazda battle as our leader, Oliver Piacic's making his way around Grant Turner, the second of our Renault Clios. He's now got a gap between he and DJ Alessandrini. Alessandrini now about 1.8 seconds back of Piacic. See if he, Rice-Puto, Shepard can work together, get back up there. Last we checked in, Shepard was in second. He's fallen back to 4th place now. See if he's able to reel back in that top battle. He's got Cam Eben not too far back from him. Eben, a fast driver we see week in, week out, comes in here with a 10.3 I rating. Just to give you an idea of the skill of drivers in this lobby. Again, our Mazda SOF, 5.8K in the Mazda class. So it looks like things have calmed down a little bit. Let's take and see if we can see what happened early on as we had a few drivers bumping and banging. Looks like Ismail Ublau might have been the first driver that had a bit of an incident here early on, one of our box 5 drivers. Oh, he just got a little squirrely heading up into the S's, got it gathered up. Looks like Chris Wetz might have been one of the other drivers that had an incident. Wet's going to go off track as well as Piacic, our Mazda leader, works his way by. Not much to worry about there. Otherwise, just a little bumping here and there. So fairly clean start. Tight confines here at Road Atlanta. It's doesn't give a whole lot of room for mistakes, but Nicholas Shepard feeling a ton of pressure for Cam Evan, actually getting pushed around by Cam Evan right now. So I've been doing what he can to try and help Shepard close back in on Rice Pudo, but it looks like Shepard with a little bit of damage on the front end of that car. You see the BMW of Daweed Lease going to move around Evan and Shepard. Evan looking to the inside of Shepard into turn 10. Not going to be able to make the move stick. Shepard's going to come back across, close that off to hold on to that position for now. Back to the GR86's Janey brothers still leading the way. Bellman in behind, holding on to that 3rd place position. Looks like Daweed Lease causing a little bit of a pain and suffering to our Mazda drivers as he's working his way through the Mazdas. I heard Alessandrini on the mic here saying good job by him. He's going to cost him some time. So see if he's able to regroup and get ahead. He's a little bit of a cork in the bottle here with the Mazda class. He's kind of holding back Alessandrini right now. That's allowing our leader Piacic to pull away. Olivier Piacic right up on the back of Christian Menezes right now. That's our 4th place GR86 driver. Piacic going to make his way around. That's going to put 3 cars now between him and 2nd place Alessandrini. Get some battles a little farther back in the field. Here's Ron Bohr with James Newell. He's going to make it around Scott Field in the Toyota Lincoln Fox. Tom Sanders just in behind him. So just when it looked like Newell was able to make that move on the GR86, the GR86 was, a little rub there from Newell. Trying to get over there and get a little draft. Now he's got a damage on the right front. Lincoln Fox going to move around. Tom Sanders tucked in behind now. We'll see if Newell is able to try and fight back on Lincoln Fox. Unable to do it. He's unfortunately got that GR86 of James Newell, or sorry, Scott Field. Oh no, they're going to contact. There goes Newell into the wall. Oh man. Newell unhappy about that on the mic. We'll take a quick look at the replay here and see what happened there. Here we go. Oh, look, he got rubbed out by the GR86. Ooh. That's not what we like to see. See if we can get a chopper cam angle of that. It might give us a little better view of what happened. There we go. Definitely some movement right there by the GR86. That's unfortunate. We don't like seeing that. A little bit of a salt on track is going to end one driver's race. But we still got some other drivers battling out as Nicholas Shepard now. He's caught up to Nicholas Rice-Pudo. Cam Evan bump draft that he was giving Shepard has worked. They're reeling him back in. We're going to battle up front in the BMWs as Taylor Blount worked himself up 2 positions where he qualified. He's now got Riley Downey in his sights. Oh, Taylor Blount in between 2 Rexy BMWs here. We got 2 blasphemous drivers. How can 2 guys make such a wrong decision in driving with Rexy paint schemes on their BMWs? Taylor Blount in a Rexy sandwich right now. He's got Downey out of his windshield. He's probably get a little confused. He's got everyone. He's got a Rexy in front of him, a Rexy behind him. We're gonna go side by side. Downey to the outside, Blount to the inside. It's gonna turn into the reverse as they head down the straight. Looks like Taylor Blount gonna take that spot away. Downey gonna tuck in behind. Almost a little bit of contact. Wasn't sure Corey Young was going to get woed down in time in behind. Let's go on board here with Corey Young. He's got his sister car, I guess we'll call it, Riley Downey up ahead. The two Rexy paint scheme BMWs. Now got themselves in 5th and 6th. It's going to move Taylor Blount up 3 positions now into 4th place, but up front, Tom O'Gorman. He's been leading this one since the drop of the green flag. Unable to run away from Kevin Parrish, though. Parrish keeping him honest right now. He's actually closing that gap in now. Parrish only 3/10 back of O'Gorman. He's had to bail out to wait for an opportunity. That's going to allow Parrish now close that gap down to 4/10. See now if Kevin Parrish can try and find a way around Tom O'Gorman. So go on board here with Tom O'Gorman, looking back out of his tailpipe, or his rear wing, I guess. Down the middle straight, see what kind of run Kevin Parrish gets here, if he can potentially make the move. Not enough of the draft to make the move here into turn 10A and B. Oh, it's coming on at the end. See here, he's going to go for the move. Can he make it stick? No, he's going to have to hold on, try and find another way around. Going to try for the crossover. Does it look like he's going to be able to make that stick too as well? As it looks like Tom O'Gorman going to hold on to that position. Nice battle there between our top 2 drivers in our quickest class. See if Parrish can regroup, try and make another move down the straight. He's going to try around the outside here into turn 3. O'Gorman going to fight back. Parrish bails out, thinks better of it. Some cars you can feel confident going in through their 2x2. The BMW is so slidey. It's really tough to have enough confidence to try and make the move up in there. Let's go check on our GR86s. Janney still leading the way over Janney. Bellarmine now falling 3 seconds back of that duo up front. So time lost there for Thomas Bellarmine. He's now out of the draft of our Janney brothers. Keep their car clean. Should be able to bring this one home. Let's head back to the Mazdas. DJ Alessandrini still leading over Nicholas Rice-Puto. Looks like Rice-Puto a little bit of damage on the front of that car now. See if Rice-Puto able to keep working his way forward. He's got Cam Eben in behind him now as Eben's made his way around Nicholas Shepard. Just looking to see here, James Logston. Looks like something happened to James Logston. Let's see. We got a little break in the action here. What happened to him? Lone BMW, or lone GR86. So he's just going to pull it off and stop. That is a terrible place to stop on track in the middle of the back straight. Thankfully, there was nobody else immediately around. Got a battle here between David Cash, Nathan Nicholson just up ahead of him. Benjamin Foster just in behind. 3-car battle here for, this is 21st, 22nd, and 23rd overall, which translates to 7th, 8th, and 9th in class. Sorry, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th in class. Lincoln Fox another 3.4 seconds back of this battle. See Nicholson giving a push now. David Cash trying to give Nicholson a little bump. The P1 Doc's car trying to push the Watt machine of Nicholson. Let's have a look back here from Nathan Nicholson's machine. David Cash all up on the rear bumper. Cam Eben only 4/10 ahead of these 2 cars now. As you go on board here with Cam Eben, you can see that 2-car battle in behind. Trying to chase him down. They're sliding through. Oh, Eben goes off track a little bit. It's going to cost him a bit of time. See if Nicholson and Cash can capitalize on that. I think we've lost Nicholas Shepard. Let's see what happened to him. Guys, he has fallen well down the grid here. Looks like I found it here. Let's see what happened to Nicholas Shepard in this one. Oh, the contact blew with Cam Eben there. They're going to bump and bang into turn 10. Oh, Shepard's going to get sent off track. Does he come back on? I'm sure something else is going to happen here as well. But I run into turn 1. Eben going to take the inside line. We'll keep an eye on here before they head into turn 1. Looks like he goes clean from there. So I'm not sure if something else happened afterwards to Shepard, but we got a battle now between Cam Eben, Nathan Nicholson, and David Cash. Nicholson, the yellow and black car, Eben, the blue and white. David Cash, the black and blue car in behind. Benjamin Beans Forster right in this one too as well. As we're getting down to the nitty gritty in this race with only, we got about 7 minutes to go in this one, just under 7 minutes. Welcome in, Darren and me. Are these from Flying Miata? Yeah, they're all Flying Miatas. Let's pop back to our BMW leaders who are now making their way up on this battle. We've been watching the Mazda class. Tom O'Gorman has led the race from the drop of the green. He's now got Benjamin Forster, David Cash, Nathan Nicholson, Cam Eben all from him as they head into turn 6 and 7. Looks like O'Gorman able to get around Cash. That's going to put a little bit of separation between Cash and Nicholson. Luckily for Cash, though, not out of the draft of Nicholson up ahead of him. He's going to be able to reel him back in. O'Gorman, though, capitalizing on that lap traffic, able to pull away from Kevin Parrish. Max Steady was the real winner in that, though, as he closed up on the back of Kevin Parrish now, right on his bumper. Looking to the inside into turn 10 A and B. He's going to try and late break Parrish here. He is. Parrish going to have the inside line through 10B. Steady going to have to hold on for another opportunity to make that move. Showing a ton of speed on that lap. He's actually had the quickest lap last time by. 128.67 to a 130 for Kevin Parrish. So we'll see what kind of defense here Kevin Parrish can put on, as he was on the offensive with Tom O'Gorman. Unfortunately, that lap traffic's dropped him back, and Steady looking real racy here, trying to find a way around every corner they come up on. Have a look back here from Kevin Parrish, see how close Tom O'Gorman is getting right up on the tailpipe. It's only a matter of time before he tries to make that move up the inside. Go on board here with Max Day. We'll see what kind of run he gets out of turn 6 into turn 7. This will be his opportunities. We're going to have about 3, maybe 4 more laps, depending when the leaders cross the line. Down the back straight we go. You can see our leader, Tom O'Gorman, a little bit off in the distance there. Max Steady, not the greatest exit out of turn 7. He's gonna have to really utilize the draft here into turn 10 to try and make that move. They've got a fleet of Mazdas and GR86s up ahead. They're gonna get by the GR86 of Keenan Simmons. Oh, Steady sends it up the inside of turn 10A. Parrish fights back, though, holds onto that spot. What a move. What a defense there by Kevin Parrish. Nicely done. Back to this battle in the Mazda class. Nathan Nicholson has gotten around Cam Eben. He is now the leader of this 4-car pack for 4th place. David Cash putting a ton of pressure on Cam Eben now. Eben looks up the inside of Nicholson and able to make the move into turn 1. Eben putting pressure on Nicholson, tries to look at the inside, a little bit of contact there, gets Nicholson a little loose. He's able to hold on to that position though. So we go on board here with Cam Eben. See Nathan Nicholson using up all the curves he can, making the track as wide as he can to maximize his speed in and out of the corners. Meanwhile, in behind them, we've got the BMW of Taylor Ballant trying to make his way through this battle. Oh man! David Cash tried to go up the outside of Cam Evan. Thought he was going to get into him. Onto the back stretch they go. David Cash going to capitalize on double draft here. We'll see if he can make a move on either one of these drivers into turn 10 A and B. Cash getting the draft. It looks like he's going to try and make a move, trying to push Cam Evan here. They're bumping and banging into turn 10 A and B. Nicholson going to hold on to that spot. Cash going to stay in behind Evan. Back in our leaders here now. Steady, still holding 4/10 over Kevin Parrish. Nicholas Rice-Puto, Oliver Piacic, and DJ Alessandrini. Nose to tail here now. Battle for the top. Rice-Puto leading the way. It's the Miller Light car. Piacic in the black and yellow 16 machine. Currently in second place. Saw him get out front. Was leading the way, but as they've made their way through traffic, that's cost them a bit of time. This should be the final lap that our drivers are on now. It's our leader, Tom O'Gorman, heading down the back straight. Are they all the same year, Darren MD? Yes, they are all the same year. They're all the same, exact same vehicles. Down the back straight we go. Rice-Puto leading the way. Piacic, Alessandrini in tow. Oliver Piacic looking to the outside. Alessandrini going to go with him. We got the GR86s of Christian Menzies and Keenan Simmons in behind. Piacic looks like he's going to get himself back up top. Alessandrini trying to take second place as well. Taylor Blunt, the BMW, going flying by on the outside. Alessandrini unable to go with Piacic. He's going to have to hold on to third place. Across the line they go. Here we go, starting the final lap. Barney waving the white flag as our battle comes across the line. Piacic leading the way. Those GR86 is going to be an issue here now. The Toyota's quicker in the corners. The Mazda's quicker in a straight line. So this section here they're coming into, the Toyota's going to be a little quicker through this section. They've got a little more downforce, a little more compliant suspension. Up front, Tom O'Gorman still leading the way. He's opened up 4 seconds now over second place. Max Steady. Kevin Parrish has fallen back to about 9 seconds back of them. So everything pretty much settled in the BMW class up front. This is our tightest battle right now. The Janney brothers still leading the way in the Toyota class. Muhammad Al Harry in Clio's led the way from the start to finish as we lost Grant Turner to the back of the field early on. It's been uncontested for Al Harry. Last time, here we go. Piacic leading the way down the back stretch. He has Rice-Puto in tow. Rice-Puto going to be able to make a move. He's going to go to the outside. Piacic going to make him go a long way around. They bump and bang. Alessandrini there to take advantage if something happens amongst these two drivers. Into turn 10 they go. Piacic on the outside. Rice-Puto on the inside. Down the hill and across the line they go. It's going to be a race to the line. Rice-Puto is going to hold on to it on the outside. He holds on to it across the line. What a battle. And then our battle for fourth place, Cam Eden leading the way. Nathan Nicholson going to hold on to fifth, sixth. David Cash going to come home in sixth place. Benjamin Beans Forster in seventh. What a battle. The Janney brothers come home on top of the GR86 field. Tom O'Gorman led this one from start to finish in the Mazdas. Tom Sanders up 12 spots on the day, but that only gets him into 10th place in class. Lincoln Fox as well, rough race for him. Up 10 spots, but again, only into 9th place in class. So we're just waiting for a couple more drivers to cross the line. And then that'll make our race official. We'll have a look at the final results. Okay, there we go. Final results are in. Let's take a look at how we finished up. Tom O'Gorman takes it from pole, just ahead of Max Steady. Kevin Parrish comes home, final step on the podium in the BMWs. Belant, Young, Thrasher, and Lindbergh round out the BMW class. Michael Janney and Nick Janney taking top spot in the Toyotas. Thomas Bellman in third. Menzies, Simmons round out the top five. Mohamed El Harry in the Renault Clio, uncontested from start to finish. He brings home the win. Nicholas Rice-Puto holds off Oliver Piaczek and DJ Alessandrini to take the win. In Mazda's Cam Evan, Nathan Nicholson, and David Cash round out the top six. David Forster comes home in seventh place. Then we have Chris Wetz, Michael Folds, Lincoln Fox, Tom Sanders, John Carlos Schooler, Jose Puim D. Sr., William Harris, Grant Turner out of their Clio, Tyler Rawlinson, and then a couple drivers who unfortunately did not see the checker flag out early on. Ublal, Downey, Lee, Shepard, Logston, Field, and Newell out early on in this one. So congratulations to all our drivers. We'll see you back here next week, same time, same place, for the Production Car Challenge Top Split action. Again, if you have any interest in having your league or hosted event broadcast, by all means, drop a mention in the chat below. Get a hold of us through Discord. Link is in the description too as well. We'll catch you back next time for Racers Nexus. I'm Rob Campbell. Bye for now.